What it do, ladies, gentlemen, vegans, and everything in between? I'm ShakeyBalance. We're doing another X-Plane 11 video. Today we're going to be trying another attempt at our Princess Juliana International landing. In my last video, I didn't even realize, well, I knew that I didn't have the textures, but I didn't realize why I didn't have them. Went back and checked it and saw that the whole subsection that this airport lies in, I didn't actually have. So I went ahead and downloaded it. Everything looks good now. The island's actually there instead of being a floating airfield on the water. We're going to be flying in a 747-400, doing a 10 nautical mile approach, and we're going to try that out and see if we can pull off a landing here. We're also running reshade to make things look a little bit better and to improve performance a little bit. This is our setup here. We can only use the United livery, otherwise I'd have like KLM or something on there. Since I did the 737 last time, I figured I'd give this one here a shot. Now let me just double check everything's lined up here right. Okay, 10 nautical mile approach, confirm, and here we go. Now I'm using my Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog for this. I use it for any and all of my flight simulation stuff. I don't actually have a regular yoke and throttle setup. I just use a, A10 setup, which I think works out pretty good. I've learned to use it well, and it's not really all that hard to go from a yoke to a joystick. I really enjoy it anyway because everything's very nice about it. It's very heavy duty, very well constructed, and feels really nice. Only problem is there's just a little bit of stiction in the joystick. Other than that, works flawlessly. Haven't had a single problem with it yet. Now we're finishing up our loading up here. It's taken a while. A little bit of engine noise. There we are. Adjust our view just a bit. We are pretty far out. Whoa, why is our speed so low? We started out in a solid. That's weird. There we go. Let's kind of trim her down a little bit. Don't want to be nosing up too high. I want to get it about level. So it was funny before, whenever I didn't have any of the terrain rendered in or downloaded to begin with, the grass on the runway strip was just water. So if your wheel, went over the runway at all, you'd take a dip in the water. So I did that a couple times whenever I was practicing. It was pretty funny to, watch the airplane just dip off into the water, and you're like, well, I guess I just have to start again now. We're going to go ahead and cut the throttle back to about, we'll say 35% here, somewhere around there, and start nosing her down. We're already up a little bit too high and going too fast. Should be able to recover it though and land just fine. We've still got quite a long distance to go. Yeah, she's coming down nice. 1,000 feet. Now hopefully the landing gear indicator isn't going to be too annoying. I didn't actually bind a key to turn it off, so we might get a few reps of landing gear, and then I turn it on and it keeps going. But we'll see. We're going to go ahead and bring down flaps and bring them down again here. 20% flaps, 20 degrees flaps, I'm sorry. See if we can line up just a little bit better, just a little bit off center. Getting into low speed, drop flaps again. Let's lose some of that altitude. Get the landing gear down. And flare. Oof. This thing's a lot taller than the 737. Get those reverse thrusters on. Okay, I guess I don't have reverse thrusters for this aircraft. Either way, we made it. We landed. Let's go ahead and taxi it around. We're going to do a full taxi service here, just like in the last video, and see if this thing will fit up there at the gate without rubbing wings with anybody. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through this because it's gonna take a little while to get up there. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and go up to this gate here about 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock now. See if we can get some taxi service. Gate A3. Go up just a little bit further. There we go. That ought to be good. Let's get our parking brake on. There it is. Oh, it is in the same spot. It just looks different. There we go. Little tiny notch. Oh. That 747's got some dihedral going on. I'd say it's a pretty good taxi job there. Kind of crooked, but whatever. Who cares? Okay, well, I guess we don't get any service at this airport. They don't want us here. So we're going to go ahead and see if they'll give us a pushback and try taking off.
Okay, push cart coming.
See if we can get just far enough back. A little more, buddy. I can't get out of here like that. I'm a fucking 747, not a little Cessna. Okay, so the push cart bugged out on our nose wheel, and it wouldn't leave, wouldn't do anything, wouldn't let me go anywhere. Plus, I didn't even think we had enough room to turn around, realistically. So I just went ahead and had it spawn us out here on the runway. We're going to try doing a takeoff and see if we can clear those mountains. Now, of course, everybody else in this airfield, we got all the tourists standing back behind us right there on the beach, so they're going to feel the full thrust of the 747 whenever we take off. We'll go ahead and do it from this view here like we're somebody sitting on the beach. Alright, flaps down 10 degrees. Parking brake is off. And we'll give her full. There we go, I'd call that a successful takeoff. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like. If you dislike, make sure you tell me why in the comments and what I can do to make this better. Subscribe for more X-Plane videos. I'm also doing War Thunder among other games. And I'll see you guys next time.